No, I'm going to just set this right there.
And you reserve the rights, the NFL reserves the rights to, cannot use this without express written consent of the NFL.
That's funny.
I don't remember signing the waiver either, so.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't remember.
I'm not going to.
I don't have a waiver. Nice thing is these two, they're same color, so
Yes.
it'll be easy to remember. So now I can put,
Oh, yeah, we have a race report. Cool.
yeah, I can put, let me get rid of this stuff first. 27. That goes down there. I already forgot what order they go in. I know the report goes first.
Then the DOJ paperwork at the back of that.
This goes at the very end of the report, right?
Right.
Right.
And then, just like you said, you already do. You put the driver's license printout in front of criminal
Got that.
history.
I forgot what order this goes in.
That goes in the very back of everything, and you put it in a page separator between that and the report.
Here?
That's the criminal history?
Here?
No.
Yeah.
After the DOJ paperwork.
Okay.
Between the DOJ paperwork and the...
Wrong way?
Close, almost, yeah. So.
This way.
Yep.
Okay.
And then the arrest report is the other one that they requested. So the arrest report, of course, the declaration, that's going to go in front of the DO.
In front of this?
Yes.
Okay. But there's no separator page in that, right?
No.
Okay. Well, now what about, since
You did pick a tricky one, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Well, because I'm going to have them. So, is this going to be the same thing? Pull this off and... Because there's no wrap with this one.
Because it's probation, I've just scanned that in as it is. I don't pull it apart because probation requires the whole thing.
Okay.
So yeah, that just scans in fine.
Okay, and I don't have to
No.
make it shorter?
Mm-mm.
And where does this go? In...
That's a toss-up. Because it's a juvenile, the DA doesn't really care
Okay.
about the juvenile part of it.
So I could put it, if I wanted
You
to...
could put it on top of that. I mean,
on top of this?
yeah.
I just don't want them to get confused.
If they get... You're still recording. You're still recording.
If they get confused,
They're not gonna
they'll
see
work
it.
around the
They
confusion.
will, because ultimately what they are going to do is they're going to assemble their report
The way they
the way
want
they
it.
want it for their discovery.
Okay, good. All right, then I'm not going to worry about that. So I'm going to put it where I want it.
Wow, nicely done.
Yes.
Okay, very nice. Okay, so here's the juvenile.
They're just going to be image
stuff.
files that they're going to move around and put into whatever order they need them to be in for whoever is the recipient of that file.
Okay,
Yes.
so here's the main report.
But we're trying to put it in the order that they've asked.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
But we have full confidence that they know what they're doing.
Yes, I do. And I have friends there.
But
So do I.
All the juvenile stuff, though, I'm going to put with the juvenile.
Guide the window.
Hi. I'll be right with you.
Chair?
What's that?
I have to pick up a chair.
Okay, Ellie? Thank you.
Hi there. How
Um,
can I help you?
I'm here to pick up a chair for you guys.
A chair?
see now, why this
Okay,
shouldn't even be
See,
in
I
here.
pulled that stuff out.
I don't even know why. Well, I didn't process this one. It was processed yesterday when I
Yeah,
wasn't here.
any CAD calls or DO or rap sheets and stuff that don't belong there.
No, and this should not be in here at all. Why is this even here?
Yeah.
They don't get any of this stuff. Who did this? That looks so thick.
The 180 they might want though. I send the
Really?
180. Yeah.
But we didn't do the 180. I thought Password did the 180. Maybe that,
Actually, no, I sent the 180 back to you because
oh, you
it
did?
was your FCN.
Oh, it's still in the, it's still in transit. All right. I never sent it to him. Located. Clear.
Wow. So I think you just about took out half the report.
I know,
with all the
why?
CAD calls and stuff.
All right, I'll go ahead and send this.
see, I'd send them the 180 just because of the the riveting 2 hours of asset forfeiture lecture that I went to yesterday. They telling us about the circumstances
Thank
in
you.
which they can seize people's cars
Okay.
after we tow them.
Well, so the 180 is still in transit. I don't have that yet. This is the juvenile.
Allie.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, you know,
Okay, hi there.
he was saying that if
Okay,
somebody
did you
has
sign
like
in
a
there?
prior 14-6 conviction
Okay,
or a
sign in there and
12-5
I'll get on it
conviction,
for you.
and they get arrested
You
for it
just
again,
left.
that we
That
can
was an
seize their vehicle and then sell it, and the county profits from it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it was like that for a ton of drug charges too. Anything to do
We
with
don't do
like
dead
sales
people,
or
so.
distribution, anything like that. You can seize
It's
the vehicle
funny.
for that.
You know, like he did.
Or if they're like throwing it in a house, you can seize their house.
I was driving to my dentist, who's just passed it
'cause I know that
yesterday morning, and there's a
when I do
huge
send
sign
reports to the
yesterday.
dean's
I don't know if
office
it's still there today.
for
Said,
asset forfeiture.
live frozen lobsters.
Yeah.
So
I
you
drive
can
by
go,
there a lot.
Okay, I'm gonna put
Live
this
frozen
here.
so
lobsters.
nothing shows up.
I felt the same way about
Put
it.
this here. Okay, so here's the main report.
Okay.
Then I went ahead and just put the juvenile stuff after it.
Okay, it's not just me
And
then, huh?
it will go
It's like fresh frozen. Well, what
right
is it?
before the arrest.
Yeah.
So arrest
Okay, what
report,
do you have?
DOJ, and then.
And then page separator and then that. Okay. And I have pictures in here, so it'll be good to go do the pictures.
My name
Yeah,
is
we
Art,
can
and I'm
tweak
hoping
those
you're
Right.
Julie.
images. And so I just kind of make my sticky note
Okay,
here.
good, Julie. I'll
So
need to see a
face sheet and then the
license.
report, so like the meat and potatoes of the report, then
Okay.
the AR, then DOJ, page separator, then your DMV, then your courthouse.
Okay. I like it. Okay, perfect. All right, so,
And that's a kind of a fat report, so I would break that up and
Okay.
put that in the scanner so it won't freak out.
I don't have a correct.
So,
They take
This-
about
It
15
doesn't
minutes.
matter, it's gonna end up in
Oh,
one
yeah.
file, it's just
Okay.
gonna be,
Yeah.
It'll take longer. 'cause
it's
I'm
just
making
easier to
coffee,
manage.
but-
So first things first, we gotta
I
get
gotta
it.
meet somebody.
a number.
Okay, I'll be.
So
So I
we're
want
gonna
to
add, yep,
add a batch.
you got it?
And notice, 140620.
So it says initial.
And it'll take dashes, it just won't take
And
like
is that your
commas or.
birthday?
for now, I've got an email to Damon, we're gonna try to get that fixed, so that there's not a,
C017.
if we could afterwards talk about what you would prefer, the numbering convention, it can kind of force you to put something into your, to try to standardize on what the report number is.
Okay, Julie,
Well, it's
let me
gonna
go put
change
this in the
when we get New
computer,
World.
and
Right
I'll
now
be
we use
back. I'll
dashes.
fix it in a couple minutes,
It
Right?
will, so
my
instead of
coffee
dashes,
just
we
keep
put
cold,
zeros
that's
in
fine.
today, right? That's what we're putting in. It's 9 characters long, and
Okay.
and
I know
we
you
fill
turned
in
mine
with
away.
zeros, is what we
Okay.
did today. I wish you could keep it if you want, that's fine, it doesn't hurt anything on our side, but that's
Okay.
what's requiring you to do is have 9
Can you
digits.
put the zeros in the beginning or no?
On the batch name, it doesn't matter.
Okay,
That's
so
it.
if I just
So,
just leave it the report number
Okay,
for
thank
now,
you.
or,
Yep.
okay. Auburn PD. Add,
okay,
and then submit, no, scan.
yeah.
Put this in first.
When did you fax it?
You guys down.
And who was it on? Because all of ours are processed usually the same day.
Family's adding a new addition, has a new addition coming into our family
Yeah.
in 8 weeks. It's a puppy. That's the picture of the little puppies.
Alright.
That this is when they were born, first day. You know, they're little King Charles
Okay, all right,
Spaniel.
let me go
Cavalier
check. Hold on,
Spaniels.
please.
Oh, so the Cavalier.
Do I want to go into scan settings first or no?
So, a little dog.
That'll be exciting.
Yeah, my
No.
daughter is
Nope.
Just scan.
beside herself.
How
You-
old is she?
You'll be able to kind of get the feel of it.
Okay.
See, oh, there it goes. What your settings are, if you like, you know, darker font on there, or,
Okay.
We have an 8-year-old now.
like, for example, my property records, since Evans switched over from the old system that they had to,
Once
was
it
it
gets there, yeah.
Revolutions or something?
Mhm.
The lines are so thin that it doesn't show up half the time, so I end up having to darken the images.
Yeah.
So stuff like that, you
We have
start
a
to
cat
kind of get the
today.
feel for things.
She tries to control that cat. That poor cat is. And she's gotten some scars, or not scars. She's gotten some scratches.
Oh,
along the way.
And like, I like to break up
She wants to, like, when she takes it.
the amount that I put in there,
She's
just
doing better now.
because if this
at the
thing
beginning.
spits out 2 at a time, then you gotta figure out where it's
I mean, the
at.
cat's
Right.
So
like
to
a
me,
little
it's
bigger
more
than
manageable
like,
to break it up like this.
20-pound cat
And you'll have to
big
show
cat.
me
25-pound, you know.
how to
Girl.
add
She has to
page.
pick it up before
Yeah, it
she
was-
puts it
So
outside.
there it said, that was a funny size, I don't think I liked it, but
Okay.
this is really what you wanted, and
Yeah,
you
we
just
texted, we did it,
Okay,
back
because
the same day.
No,
it's fine to me.
20 pounds
Okay.
is a big cat.
Okay,
yeah.
stop.
Because I think it's waiting for you
Okay,
to say,
to,
okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Just double
All
check.
right.
She's a
Okay,
good size.
to
There we go.
the 866-444-1295.
She's our little huntress.
Oh, fax it
She
again.
goes out and
I'm not
Okay,
gonna
you're
staple it
welcome.
because
brings it back
Bye.
to loft.
You too, bye.
I know I have to.
Presents for you guys.
All right. And then I'm gonna go through.
I'm the lucky one. I get to deal with that.
Finish?
Nope.
Nope, I have to go up to here.
Because here, it's still the
Yeah, she
easiest
does
way to
not
fix your
Just do it,
images.
okay.
Because you said there were some pictures in there, right?
Right, first I wanna do F6, right?
Not yet, F6 is when we're gonna put the case number in.
Oh, yeah.
So this
Oh,
is
yeah,
still like
okay.
the tweaking image to make sure everything's all nice and pretty.
I was happy
Okay.
about that one for sure.
So-
And the rat. I mean, it's all good.
So you can use your arrow keys, you can use your mouse.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'll probably use my arrow keys.
Yeah, no. When I first moved into our house, in the attic there were mice, rats, and up there. And I've killed a few, and I think she has, because I don't see them anymore. They don't take the traps anymore, so I think she's got rid of that problem. Keeps them away. I live right behind me.
I'm not gonna tweak it yet though, right?
You're right. I mean, I'm not sure how to fix that.
And I don't
Black
think it's
row,
really
right?
important, I don't really think it matters
Yeah, it's.
for us. I mean, cause it's not really anything that has to do with the report, so I think it's probably gonna be okay.
'Cause that's one of those things like on our AR reports, they're just awful.
Okay.
Because they're pink and they're handwritten and they're just.
Oh, yeah. What I might do with those and copy over into a white page and then scan it.
Mhm.
Cause that might work better, I would think. I'm getting ahead of myself here.
Yeah, a lot of it depends on who's filling out the AR report, because some people don't press down quite hard enough.
Right.
It doesn't show up.
Oh, I sent that.
But
After I wrote it, that one particular deputy was really bad about that, and I told him about how you can pull out the middle two, it's the DOJ cord. Does he do that now? No. I tried.
no, Clark is the only one who still does it.
No. I tried.
Even well, Doolittle, since he's been at the jail, he really hasn't.
Yeah, he doesn't really write reports.
But yeah,
I
Clark.
think a lot of that has to do with being a sergeant, too. No, really though.
It's funny when our light deputies or our light duty deputies come and they learn little tricks that kind of. So far, Clark is. the
Oh,
only
yeah.
one- Okay, here we go. Clark is the only one so far who's actually been techno-oriented.
Mm.
All right, so we want to rescan this puppy.
Okay.
So- So first thing I do is I go up there into my options up there in the upper left. Scanner settings. And so your color mode, since it is black and white,
On the phone
we're
with
gonna put it in
somebody
grayscale.
else, probably.
Yeah.
click OK. It's going to prompt us to change it to a document
It's your
type.
issue.
Okay.
Because right now all the text is in
When
TIFF.
technology is
So if you
good
click
and
on
it
yes,
does, there's some problems.
it's going to say, we recommend you go over here. So drop down box.
Keeping things.
The only two documents I use
Mhm.
is TIFF and JPEG. JPEG for pictures.
Alright.
And then we're going to click OK. And then now that we've got our document in there, we've changed it to
So
grayscale, go
that
ahead and
RP
click
you're talking about, was
rescan.
that Spencer. The 7.
I don't remember.
Wow.
Right, now we can lighten that up still.
He came.
And
he
that
came for
goes
he was in a
into-
church for a while, was in the
Go
trial,
back up to
but-
options.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah.
You'll use that when you have
Not
your
that
certain
one.
settings,
I don't
okay.
remember. Sorry.
Nope.
I
Is that the right
usually
one?
have them
Yeah.
work,
And then
with the
advanced
help
is where we
desk
want to
folks
go.
usually.
Ah,
That's
okay.
where we have all these little.
Bill
So
sometimes got one of
because
them, I
this is
think,
the
at one
page that we
point.
just scanned,
Mhm.
Mobile stuff.
Um,
It's just hard, you know, they come in and.
we're gonna be able to tweak it all day long.
Where do you
So we
put
can mess with the
somebody
brightness
who's
of it, and
got,
you can just kind of see how it might change
you
it.
know, they're just totally green
No,
and don't
we'll just
have
go
any
too
Yeah.
fast.
experience. I mean, nonetheless, technology, nonetheless, just
And then
you know what we
go up
do.
here on the brightness
for what
part of
we
it.
have. So often they end up doing some of the.
It's a little better.
But then you want to give them a chance to do some stuff so they can, you know. Sometimes we have given them research projects, kind of like go, which I don't know if they realize it, but it is something that we're interested in. So
Oh,
go
no,
find out,
I haven't
you know,
done
something.
anything more with
Go look
it,
into
so.
this.
But that's
You can
okay, you don't have to come in
whatever.
just for
Do it
that.
with the gamma, I'm not sure, don't forget.
Yeah, it's fine, I'll just, you know,
But-
when you come in next time, just if you
Okay.
can, check
It's
it or
pretty
have a
good.
friend check
Yeah.
it or.
All right, now this is what drives me nuts about it.
You spend a lot of
We
energy
can't
getting
just click
somebody
OK and save it and then it'll automatically stick.
You
No,
left the
you have to
interview
rescan
ready.
it. One of my pet peeves
Oh,
about
okay.
sire
Okay.
One day a week.
is we've got it where we want it,
Yeah, real
so we're gonna
quick.
click OK,
You have to
save
background them
it,
and you gotta go through the,
Okay.
and then they're not
click OK
committed.
again.
2 or 3 hours
You know, 'cause
now.
they're
Now we're
just-
gonna
they're just,
rescan it
you
again.
know, It's free, they're not getting anything.
Yeah.
so-
By the time you're
it's
said
hard
and
to find
done,
what
tweaking a
committed
page,
that
you've
really
rescanned
wanted.
it, stupid
Looking
thing.
at it as
Okay,
a
and then you
real
insert it.
Mhm.
Okay.
So, well, actually,
opportunity for
rescan
them.
is rescanning over a page.
Oh, you do?
Insert,
Oh, okay.
let's say it ate a page
So I'd
or it
rather
wanted
page
to add a page.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
okay.
insert.
Okay, so it's already
I
done
get it,
its
and I
thing.
hear from another side.
Oh, okay.
Yep, and so that
I've been there, I was a student. I started
insert and
doing
rescan and all these things are things that I wanna work with you down the line
Okay.
as you,
Gosh, if I wasn't paid,
you know,
that'd be
I-
hard. If you're thinking,
Oh,
you
yeah.
gotta
more than
go
happy to
this,
come down here
or I
and
gotta
sit
go
with you on
here,
goofy
you're
things
gonna-
like that. Because there's a
This
lot
would
of
be
little
fun
things
with
that,
my
you know, once you get
friends,
into
or
it,
Go to my free.
you'll say, oh, the difference is between the rescan and the insert, which I was banging my head against the wall. So I'm like, well, why
Yep.
no,
Why
I
did you
just
leads
copied
for
over my
that?
image, I was trying to
Because
insert.
the file's not there.
So yeah, so stuff like that, I would
307.
Okay,
be able to sit with you on that.
alrighty, so, I know I'm gonna have to do the same thing with this one.
So your JPEG and your grayscale should still be there,
Okay, that's
because
good.
that's where we
See,
left
there was
off,
a
so we're gonna go
307
ahead and
there.
rescan this page.
Yeah, there's, this is the,
See how much time is it saving
should be
today?
there, it's not
is.
in there.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
It's not in there?
19307.
Alright,
Look at that.
yeah,
It's awesome. Alrighty, so I like that. God bless you. I like that a lot. Alright, moving on.
mhm,
That's awesome that you, once you do it, it saves it.
yep. Danny has little tricks of that
I
I
know.
finally figured out now,
He's gonna have to leave me a cell phone number, I know.
how
Yeah,
to,
look through all over. I don't have a
It's-
cell phone.
instead of
You
pushing all
won't get
those
reception
buttons
wherever you're going.
to go back into
Should be
JPEG,
trees.
that's when we'll go up to our scanner settings and have 1, 2, 3, 4 is like JPEG or color or whatever.
Okay. We know that was right.
So how's that look with the tiny writing?
Pretty good, actually.
Okay.
This is the one I thought I'd have to redo.
Now we can darken that up.
Yeah, we redo those quite often.
Do you?
Yeah.
So, yep,
So I have to rescan it?
yep, but what we wanna do is we wanna change it back to black and white. Which again, it prompts you to change it to JPEG or TIFF, but it doesn't do it the opposite direction.
Okay.
So, we need to go change it back to a TIFF document, right? Oops, sorry. Yep, options, and then close. I'm gonna throw you for a loop here.
Okay, close it. Cancel that.
Yes, because we're still in black and white. We're gonna go back up to options, down to storage type. That's where, because it prompted you to change it last time,
No worries.
it doesn't when we change it back. And I'm not sure why it does that, that's just the way it's always been.
Okay.
Alright, now, let's
There is a
go.
way you can save yourself some extra steps though.
All right.
With that Scan settings 1 up at the top there. So let's say this is what you want for scan settings 1.
Okay, so you can change them.
Yeah, so you can scan settings 2.
no
Right now
Thank you
it should
for
be all the same stuff.
You're welcome.
But if you switch up your options so it's JPEG and grayscale,
I like
and
that.
then click Save Settings, you would save as Scan Settings 2,
No, that's a-
or
that's a
save as
290 file. I know what
grayscale
that
or
one
something
is.
like that. And then instead of going back and forth and switching between JPEG, photo, all this
Okay.
stuff, you can just switch between Scan Settings 1, 2, 3.
I like that.
So I had one set up for for just text like that.
Right.
That was scan settings 1. And then I had one set up for black and white pictures, and then one set up for color pictures.
Can you change the title here to say
Yeah.
text?
Yeah.
Okay.
So go like if you want that to be text right now, go up to options, and then click save current settings. And now just type in text.
Oh, okay.
And then instead of scan settings 1, that'll be text.
Okay. I don't remember what I have it as. Is that what I have it as? TIFF?
Yeah,
I think so.
yeah, it's a tip.
Nice.
So then now if you want to go to scan settings 2, now change all your options to like the grayscale stuff. So this will be the only time you have to do this, and then you can just go back and forth between TIFF, JPEG, whatever.
Okay. Grayscale.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
And now go up to the options, scanner settings, and then you do it just like you're going to save a color photo. So go down to grayscale,
Oops, sorry.
and OK. Let's see.
Where's your showing me?
Yeah, so yeah, switch that to JPEG. Okay. Now you want to save the settings.
Is that just the record review?
It's
Oopsie.
already on grayscale,
Sorry.
but just go back to there. Save current settings. Save. Okay, now they're always in there,
Nice.
and you can
Yep.
do that for color too.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, so you're not going back into all the menus and changing and stuff.
I like it.
Yep,
I like it a lot.
little time saver there.
Yes.
So this one we can darken up the image. So,
Okay.
So we're on tip.
That one.
Okay,
Right?
Yep.
And then rescan.
Yep.
record review, that's the thing you wanna do, so it's
Ooh.
another live
Yeah.
scan.
So we can
And let me
tweak it.
explain
So,
why we have to do your prints again, we can't copy the
Get rid of all
file.
that gray and stuff.
So each
Okay.
one is
So
done
go to your
individually.
options.
It goes to this one just goes to Department of Justice. You get the
And
results
advanced is
mailed
where
to
we're
you,
gonna
that you
start
have no
working
criminal
on it.
record
Just
in
kinda
your
mess around
background,
there.
if you will. And then that's
I find the
25
line
for the record
filter
review and
is what
15
helps out a
for
lot
us.
here. If you go down to the
Noise.
noise,
And I use the
yeah,
term us very
and then
loosely.
trim that line filter. thick.
Yes, of course, that's why I brought it, yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay.
when you
Then you can back it
get
up
the
a little
stamp,
bit.
your receipt. Whoops.
I don't even like doing loan signings anymore. I don't even know if I
Well,
want.
maybe you can get out of it.
I don't even want to bother.
So it's a preference, you
Not
know.
that
Mhm.
much more money, but
You know, it starts to bleed together after a while there.
Yeah, that looks good. I mean,
And then why don't you try that
I'll
speckled
put the wrong amount
thing
in.
and see what that does. Kinda gets rid of some of them.
yeah, it does.
The total's gonna be right, but I put
I just
47
don't like
in
that
it
line
too.
right down the middle though.
Yeah.
February, I don't think so.
Ooh.
March 6th now.
Yeah. That'd be,
Yeah,
yeah. I don't think they
that's
want it
kinda
that way.
scary, this late in the month, it's still on the long.
That's weird.
Yeah, so you just completely mess with it. And then
Nobody's-
go back
Well, we're
up.
backdating documents.
Sure.
I hope that's not it.
You like that, you can read it on?
No, 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 no.
Now
Yeah, I
it's
didn't
gonna
say that out loud, did I?
And you can bring it out more here.
Oops, got too many speckles in there.
Okay, make a copy or
Didn't
two.
change anything.
This is the same form, it's just two different.
Yes, exactly. There's only one live scan form.
Looks pretty good, except for
Yeah.
the line.
So why don't you go down to skew, let's see.
10290.
How about blank page? Where's the fill in the holes? Clear yet.
No, don't quick.
No, I think that's on noise.
Are you faxing?
Yeah,
Ah,
fill holes. Yep.
I would have been
And then if you want to save that stuff, well,
yeah.
you've been tweaking this to make it a little bit darker. So if you want to save all these settings permanently. But
Yeah.
you know what I'll usually do is I'll get this, like I'll work on a page like this that you really want to darken up, and then you can do that same thing with these settings too, where it says
one you
default
can
settings.
give to
You can go
whoever was
to, I think
requesting to
it's
have this
profile,
done. The
and
notary
then
thing.
save as,
You may or may
and
not, you may or may
then
not.
say, I had
We
mine
just get a
saved as
second copy,
bold.
because sometimes if you're doing something like elder care, they want a copy
like
because
extra
there's a
dark type
tracking
of thing.
number on
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
thanks, nice meeting you.
Uh,
Hi there.
I'm gonna put a Russ page.
Pretty good. How you doing?
Oh, but I would help if I spell
Ally
it
will
right.
help you.
What kind of report is it? Pardon? What kind of report is it?
And then okay, and I have to scan it again, right?
Are you a victim in it? Do you have some
Alright,
ID with
so-
you?
I didn't bring any, but I have,
You can, well, I have this. No, I need your ID.
That line did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's gone.
yeah, if you guys didn't.
Nice.
To bring it in.
It's awesome. Oh, the line wasn't on here. I thought it was on here.
Every now and then you get like a piece of whiteout or something stuck
Oh yeah,
on the glass.
and yeah, you can open this up here, and this little bar here is your scanner, and yeah, sometimes stuff sticks to that. I would always just take a Kleenex and just wipe it off, and that'll usually work. So I'd usually just leave like a Kleenex line there, and then every once in a while somebody would come use my desk and
Two people
think that
come
I'm just
in
leaving my
with
stock
their
right
ID.
lying around.
That's
Throw it
why.
away.
Is that normal? Do most
Like,
people
hey,
not
that
have
is
their
my
ID with them?
scanner cleaning device.
Every once in a
That's
while.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
It's
now
strange to
I'm
come in
going
and come, I want to
to
get some information and not have.
do the same thing to this one that I did the other one. So I'm going to go up
I mean, we don't know
to
who she is. you
No,
know,
she
okay.
could be
options.
It should, well,
anybody
yes.
is part of that
And then it
case. Who knows?
still should be on the
Yeah.
last
Should still be on the
settings.
last one. Okay, I'm going to
Yeah, last time you touched it.
rescan this one.
You get all kinds of people come in wanting to get copies of reports that have nothing to do with them.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet.
Just curious or, you know.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
hear of it.
Oh hey, the cops were at my neighbor's house last night. I want to find out what
Can I
happened.
get the report?
Yep.
What? We need your ID. Oh, I didn't bring it with. You know.
Yeah.
Right. Let me get on that.
Yeah, and there are times where you want to kind of like trying to get the text better, but yet that'll cause some other part of it to be fuzzy.
Yes.
So you're gonna have to use your best judgment on text over perfection.
Okay.
Hi.
Text will probably be the best.
Live
I
scan?
think.
Yes, we have scan in right there. Card? Yeah,
Happen.
7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Then normally I would toss these, but I'm not going to. Just gotta put everything back in
Yeah, so
order.
I paperclip them to the report, and then the person that audits them is
Right.
the one that checks it.
Okay, that's right.
And there are times that I'm very, very thankful we have a person who audits them because I transpose.
Yeah,
them.
and probably, I mean, when it's in custody stuff and I'm by myself, I'll probably have to do both. But if it's just a report that's not going anywhere, I can have somebody else do that.
Yeah, and hopefully since you're sending that to the DA's office, if there is some big problem, hopefully they'll let you know.
Yes.
Yeah, because they can actually, if, say I've screwed up the report or whatever,
Right.
Yeah, they kick it back.
they can delete it or, I really don't use that kickback part.
No,
No,
and they don't use it either.
they usually just call us or
Call us and say,
whatever.
hey, that report wasn't any good. Can you-
Or I haven't received it yet, I'm like, oh, that's because I labeled it as a non-DA instead of in custody or whatever.
Ah,
And then every
okay.
once in a while I'll be like scanning in an old report that accidentally gets saved as in custody or something like that. And, you know, like, then they'll give us a call and be like, well, what's the deal with this thing? Why do we have this? Like, oh,
Sorry.
you're not supposed to, and I hit the wrong button.
Okay, yeah, I'm
And so the auditing part of it is just another safety net.
okay. Yeah, I actually like that. We have had pretty good, because, I don't know, do you guys have a lot of people doing your stuff to the DA's office, or just one or two?
The scanning part of it to the DA's office, there's only 2 of us.
Two of you? Okay.
And then the auditing, it's pretty much mandatory and part of it. I mean, that's,
Right,
you know,
right.
something we've just elected to have done.
Okay.
There's probably about, 8 or so of them that can do it.
Yeah.
That, you know, if my other half is gone, then I just
Right.
go find somebody else and say, hey, can
Okay.
you audit this? This has to go.
Okay.
So,
Well, it might be, I don't think Sire's gonna be anywhere except for on this computer.
No, it could be in other places. I mean, we could install it in other places.
Dispatch would be perfect, to have it in dispatch.
Yeah.
And then they could audit it.
well, they can also look the stuff up in SAR too, can't they?
They can, yeah. So there'd be two versions of. So there's the capture piece of it, and there's the file center piece of it. So the file center would be where, yeah, depending upon what the person's going to use it for. File center would be more, or even the web version probably within dispatch would be fine. That's what our dispatchers are using is the web version of it.
But if you're gonna use dispatch
But if you're going to use that for auditing, then you
purposes,
do capture on
yeah.
there.
Does it require a license?
So it uses a license.
Okay.
So we only have a certain number of licenses,
Right.
and yeah, this is be interesting to see as once you start using it more, and if you had, so like right now, records in our office they have a couple of licenses, but I'm sure they overuse the licenses they have at times, depending upon how many people are in the system. So capture takes up a license, and it's the most expensive part of the licensing that we buy from
Okay.
Sire. It's like I think it's like $2,200 I think a seat to buy a license. So we have a certain pool of those
That's how
licenses.
expensive I was then.
Yeah. You don't even know the cost, the true cost. No. So that's where we'll have to figure out how it goes, see how it
Okay.
goes, and how many people are actually using the software at any one time. More than likely, you're probably going to have one person using the software here, capture at one
Yes,
time.
right.
And then, but I know we get you're using it. Tahoe's been starting to use it more, and so we're probably going to get lockouts at some point, more of them. I know we had one a while back with the DA's office where they had a lockout issue on the website, and so it's just one of those things that
Okay.
we may have to evaluate and buy more licenses. So,
All right.
but we can get it installed in there. We can definitely get it installed in there.
Maybe you can get a group on.
Yeah, get it. And I think we could give you the URL and make sure that you can get to it from a few of your other PCs around that would want to go search for cases
Right.
and who those people would be. So in our world, I think I showed you that it's
Right.
sergeants and above that currently have the rights to go in and do it.
Right.
So
Victor will probably want that.
Victor, we could sign up and
Okay.
yeah, we set it up where they have to provide a justification for why they're looking at the document, and it will track that information.
Right.
Like when I have a deputy call that says, hey, I've got court tomorrow, can you email me a copy of the report?
Right.
That's tracked. But if the deputy comes in and says, I need a copy of it, and I print it out of sire, it asks me, why are you printing this? And I'll say, copy for, Deputy Cunningham for court.
Right. Okay.
So, I usually put, or, if I need to print out a citation for a driver that came to the window because court lost a site, I have put because court is incompetent and lost the site.
Oh, you have that problem too, huh?
So, but I always, or copy to DA for referral or something,
Right.
So it does prompt us to.
Okay.
and-
Well, that's
and so
good, 'cause
that's
then you
how it
keep
keeps
track.
track, yeah.
Right.
So, yeah.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah. So do
So-
you want to continue on this part?
Yes.
Okay, so if everything looks good, you got all your pages, everything's good, your page separator's there, and we're good to go to the next step, you can go ahead and hit finish. So it's thinking.
There it goes.